EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here's May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Throwing here is May. And Diggs has it. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And how about Geno Smith? The number of times we've looked at his career and said, here's something new for him. And that's exactly what we're talking about with his move to Las Vegas after 5 seasons in Seattle. Over 70% last season completion percentage. And the Raiders, they definitely need that type of efficiency in Vegas. And the best part, he has a head coach in Pete Carroll who really believes in him.
Defensively, Puna Ford with a tackle there.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, 28 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in the city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass and the parents padlock around the building. Crash pulling up and no more truck just to play freeze tag with a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from the show, trying to show the ropes before they from a. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up and get the biometric.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here go throw.
They'll throw with May. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Malcolm Kuntz just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
13 next. Line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Christian Barmore in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a toss left side, Genty. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. You just saw the speed, folks, of Marcus Jones back there in a flash to drop him. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. From the gun on third down, Smith. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England's offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. May. And the Raiders have got him. 3rd and 12.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
To the air. May. It's complete to Diggs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Boy stays up. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Bryce Behringer in punt formation for the Patriots.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's a guy who missed most of the run to the Super Bowl last year, Rashee Rice. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And here's the new signee from Denver, Javonte Williams. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the second-year man, Spencer Rattler. He has torched this defense for 4 first-half touchdown passes. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On the draw, here's Genty. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Genty. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They snap it to Smith. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The result of the play is a turnover on down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
May now off the bootleg. That's to the running back from Andre Stevenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is born. On a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check 58.
Geno now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing is Smith. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
A gain of 45 yards. First down, Raiders.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Throwing again is Smith. Now he's going to step up and run. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are right back in this football game. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here goes tonight.
Here's May. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drop.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now a toss coming right side. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. Checking this down to Stevenson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's May. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover.
On first down, it's Genty. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing here is May. Under pressure, they got him again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
To throw, it's May. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing now, Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. The best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8. They'll throw with May. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Las Vegas, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.